The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Not going for it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They moved the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Cowboys at 9-2 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard.
Ain't going nowhere.
They go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cross supposed to get there. Come on, Cross. You had that shit. That weak ass high flow.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that,
that's how you know she was weak.
Shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Oh, got him, coach. Already got. Damn. That shit too easy.
And he takes this one in for a Colts
what
touchdown.
What you think you playing with?
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And just a yard to go here on second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, wee!
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so second and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Prescott.
Give me that.
Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take
Stop playing with him.
at their own 41. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback,
bullshit
you're
when
in
he
position
threw
to
it.
make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Oh, good move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Good footwork at the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, putting the ground and going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
Fourth and 3, what we want to do? Fuck, we'll take the 3. Fuck, we on the road. Take the points for the game. Get the turnover. We'll take the points, fuck it.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Gay knocks this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field.
Everybody going for it.
They're going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And going right back to Pittman. So no gain on the
I see it. I don't want to force it. I see the shit, but I can't force it. Okay. We're going to take that speed. Fuck, I want that shit back.
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah. I'll take it though. My defense playing solid. Offense figuring it out.
Completed it all right and lost yardage.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Go out here and get this shit back, y'all. Come on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side.
Oh, come on, Fuller. You got beat by Tony like that?
Touchdown, Cowboys. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. In that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. The partner fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
47.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is incomplete.
Butters.
It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass.
It wasn't at all.
Short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He's got a man complete.
What's up?
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
What, you got in trouble?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson.
Sound like some stuff you should have been doing.
Touchdown now on the
Just chill out and relax.
And
all right.
the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
Hey,
incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey!
Richardson now on 2nd down.
What?
In the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Gilmore
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
I forgot we traded Gilmore
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Here we go, 46.
Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Oh, easy. We gave him that
Tony
one.
Pollard, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'm the blue team.
Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to
Bro,
think
come
about
on, man. There's no way in the 3-4. No way.
The Cowboys are going to take possession of the
Bro,
football.
come on.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers.
All right, that's how they want to do it. Okay, here we go.
That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Prescott.
Come on, man. No way.
Smart decision here. This
no way you get that off.
It brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and goal. Prescott.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter off.
Bro, no way. I floated it just to stop it.
Third of the game.
Shit, he just did.
And he takes this one
I floated it over there because I seen him the whole time. He tried. Come on.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continue in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
I don't know. Just set it down, put him, leave it alone. That's all I need you to do with it, all right?
Richardson to throw again after the pick 6. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go now.
No, you can stay right here and chill out.
Off play action. Richardson.
He'll buy some time right.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
Okay.
All that for a 2-yard gain,
Too
second
late.
down.
Oh, well.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess
Just
waving
relax
the
and
arms
chill
is
out,
helpful.
right?
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill.
Relax
so
and chill
everyone's
out.
adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
But these guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Come on, that's pass interference. He undercut me, my boy.
As a coaching staff,
he undercut
just
me.
about whatever you want because you understand.
Took my man out while he was in the air.
Take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
You taking that anytime you want to.
Right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
You taking that anytime you want to.
Remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
What's going to be happening?
Prescott off play action. On the left side, Gallup's got it.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott from the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. First down, and it's Pollard again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays.
Come on, right there, Roger. Come on. No, that's all you want to do is avert. Every time, knock it out.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Well, come on.
It's an interception.
Come on. Can't jump. Can't do nothing. We got to get a reaction on them.
First time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Prescott on first down.
Come on. Get. Man, come on. No way. That is a pick. We got the pick.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 39, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that
Come on, why don't let me jump?
Taken down, but not before reaching
let me jump. We there.
That gain on
every
third
time.
Down, good for 28. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
From
a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
No, I didn't. They changed to the I don't really like this playbook like that, but I don't care.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to
Oh, where are you throwing it to? What is going on?
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second and a yard, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
A solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Oh, no way. That is a...
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Prescott.
Bro.
And this is caught for a Cowboy. With his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
All right, let me see him.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee. And they'll bring the football out to the 25.
No, Madden started getting on bullshit. That's what happened.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
we'll play the bullshit game the way I want to play it.
And get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Bro, what the
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every time
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the
When we go back.
interceptions and completions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, another bullshit play action.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go, 46.
Now a give here to Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Play action.
On the draw, it's Pollard. Powering forward. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. Come on. Tony Pollard is not doing that.
This thing is ugly.
Well,
Tony Pollard is not doing
but
that.
some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
That's how mad he's going to
Picked
do
up by the
it.
Cowboys. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. No, let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On third down, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Take them off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Take them off. Both of them off. Take both of them off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in
No,
hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Next.
So signs of life and what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
One last shot for Richardson.
Come on.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this